In the Bay Area, it is Monday, September 27th. I'm Kay Adams, Peter Schrager, Kyle Brandt are here, and we are so excited about our special guest.
Yeah.
Hi, Golden Tate.
Golden Tate.
How y'all doing?
What up, dude?
My people.
Yeah.
I'm here with y'all.
Love it.
In the flesh.
Are you excited?
I am.
It's good to see you in person.
This is years in the making. You feel good?
I know. I love this. We've talked about this for so long. Every time I do something on the other side of the camera, I'm like, hey, save me a seat. Now I'm here.
It's like
with
we
my own seat.
manifested it.
Let's go.
Yeah, you have it. We've got it. Super Bowl champion Golden Tate with us for the next 3 hours. We've got highlights. I'll show. It's time for the lead block.
Lead block. I think that week 3 was the best week we've had yet. There were games yesterday, including the nightcap. This was an instant classic. Let's go to Levi Stadium, the big denim. Aaron Rodgers. Don't know what the Halloween costume's going to be, but he's had bad history sometimes going out to California. Already up 3-0. Look at this. Golden Tate, what does Davante Adams do in this play? Because it's beautiful.
I mean, this guy is just, he goes in motion, goes back out, find the matchup, throw the ball, touchdown, 6. Let's go. Easy
6
plays.
with an uppercut. And now this gets really ugly. Fourth quarter, 24-21. I can't believe we're starting the show with this, but here we go. Rodgers going to go back to Davante. It did happen last night, and boom!
No call.
No call, and you're going to see the reverse angle. He's down. He will get back up. He's going to be all right. But he took it right to the chin. Golden, you wince when you watch this?
Oh, yes. I felt that. I mean, the referee had time to throw the flag while as he sleep on the ground still. Why wasn't it thrown?
But the good news is there was no taunting on the play. 24-21. Green Bay down 3. And look at it. There's a loose ball. Jimmy, with 5 minutes left, he's saying, I threw it. Jimmy, you did throw it, but you threw it backwards. Look at this. Even if it was a tuck rule deal, that is a loose ball. It is fumbled. That's a huge turnover in a really tight game. Now under 2.5 to play. Jimmy gets the ball back. And we're going to Kittle and Kittle. Boom, boom. Get that man down. Get him down. All right, tick, 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 tick. Just around the 2-minute warning. Now, this could be a Jimmy Garoppolo moment. Down 6. Rodgers can't even look.
Do you have a juice check moment for us?
I think we do have a juice check. You might have to be a little patient because, hold on. First, we're going to go, I believe that's a Debo. Yes. Tick, 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 tick. Davante, he's found he's okay. He wants to get back in the field. And here it is. Mic check. 1, 2. Use check. 6 points. That is your classic Eastern Illinois to Harvard connection.
It is.
To take the lead. But, oh, my gosh. Little meat on that bone, Tate. Little time left on that clock.
You gave Aaron a little too much time.
Little too much time. No timeouts. But still, it's still 37 seconds. He looks, and guess who he goes to? 17. Got it.
He was lying on the ground.
Old faithful.
A minute ago.
He was. He gets back up. Rodgers says, clock it. But that's not enough. We don't have Justin Tucker on our team. We got to get a little bit closer. Davante again. Are you kidding me?
One more time.
Tick. One more time. That's right. Here we go, and he will do it. Now spike it. Look at Rodgers. Yeah. Come on, Crosby. Now, Crosby has already drilled a couple in this game. This is the old gray hair. Can he make this one? 3 seconds left, 51 yards, and he drills it. The Packers win an instant classic. Mason Crosby having Lee Rodgers and LaFleur on the sideline. Yeah! Rodgers going to hug Nathaniel Hackett like they're on the Bachelor.
That's Joe Barry.
That's Joe Barry, like I said. 30-28. Shout out to the Hackett and Barry family. By the way, Barry had a moment. The Niners did not run for 400 yards, so credit to them. Let's talk about this one. First, Aaron Rodgers right after the win. Guys, he's using fancy words like aberration.
Give some legitimacy to some of the things we've been talking about, that was kind of an aberration and that we are a talented football team. It felt like in the locker room today that we finally had the energy that I've been waiting to see. They beat us up twice in 19. Those were tough ones. Tough. Yeah, the road trip out west from Green Bay is always tough, but it feels a lot better when you're going back to a win.
I think to Aaron, to that Packers team, it is a shut-up game to anybody who's talking about their chemistry or what happened in the offseason carrying over into the season. They had a beautiful last-second win. What did you make of the wild finish Sunday night?
You have to stop them. And by them, I mean Rodgers and Adams. And the Buccaneers last year in the NFC Championship game, they found a way to stop them. Everyone in the building, everyone at home, everyone knows that Rodgers is going to Adams when it matters most. He gets knocked out. You think he's done for the game. He resurrects like the Undertaker almost. He's like, I'm coming back into this thing. And then let's see that final drive, because it wasn't just a couple passes. Like, Rodgers basically said, this is what it's going to be. It's going to be me to Adams every single time. And there's 4 different 49ers, yet he still finds a way to get it in the bucket. The next play here, They spike the ball. He gets it down. Get back up there. And it's Rodgers. Okay, everyone knows it's going to Adams. Everyone knows it. Incomplete. Guess what? Who was, though? Adams. Like, okay, 3rd and 10. Who am I going to? It's Adams. If you don't stop Davante Adams, you're not going to win. And this is basically when it all comes down to it. And the fire's in the flames and everything's going. We have to get the ball to Davante Adams, but everyone knows it's getting there, and he still does. And to me, that's what makes them the best connection in the NFL. There was no option number 2. There was no option number 3. There was no option number 4. It was Davante Adams, and they rode it to the win. And it was incredible because Marquez Valdez-Scantling comes out and is like, y'all left him 12 on the clock? You haven't seen this resume? Golden Tate, I know you've been on the good side of wins over Aaron Rodgers, but you've also been on the side of some epic losses in similar fashion. You had to be having flashbacks on that one.
Yeah. In Detroit, I remember a couple times a Hail Mary that, we had at home. We have the game sealed. We don't even think he can throw it that far, and boom, game winner in Detroit. Breaks our heart time and time again. I'm just glad I was just watching it this time and not on the end of it.
Did you knew it was going to happen the second they left too much time on the clock? You're like, Rodgers has got this? Or the Niners were game too.
Absolutely. I said, look, you guys left him like 37 seconds or something crazy. It's like, that's too much time. And all he needs is 3 points. It's child's play.
It looked almost perfunctory the way that he did it. I think, Kay, you kind of mentioned this in the setup, like, go back and just look at the takes after week 1. Oh, yeah. Like, it's not just about the Packers. It is personal about Rodgers. People are sick of him. They were pissed off about the offseason. Sorry, he's the best quarterback. That's the best tandem. And if you had a look at the NFC North lately, do you think this Packers team might win 13 or 14 games? I mean, it's absolutely awful. That was a great win. And Rodgers, after, we're going to play a lot of the sound throughout the morning, he's saying things like, now we got it. Now we're a team. That feeling in the locker room afterwards, like, now we are set. Here we go. So look the hell out. I mean, you had them down. You got your takes in. Everybody made fun of them. Jeopardy this, Jeopardy that. Good luck dealing with that guy. Like, the defense was not a sieve yesterday. I think we're going to talk about that later. Everyone was waiting for the Niners to flip the switch and run for 300 yards. Didn't happen. It was mostly Garoppolo. The Packers looked great, and that was an unbelievable instant classic win. I wouldn't want to play him.
Clutch win. Imagine the conversation if they were 1-2 this morning.
Yeah.
At the breakfast table, it would be completely different. I do, and we don't usually do this after big wins or for the other team and there's no moral victories, but I do think we should stop and just say, Jimmy Garoppolo, what a hell of a game he played. I thought he looked so good. This was a team that he brought back from a 2-score deficit, taking the lead against an NFC contender, like you're saying. He looked awesome. This is just that kind of stuff that we're going to forget about Jimmy Garoppolo when we're talking about what the future is and Trey Lance, what's going to happen. I think he deserves some love for what he did down the stretch, Golden.
Absolutely. He showed up and gave that team a chance to win and just kept fighting. He felt a lot of pressure on that game going against Aaron Rodgers on the road. Where were they?
They were in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so he felt pressure and he showed up. He showed up. He gave the fans a lot to cheer about, and I'm excited.
Think it was trying for Trey Lance at some point though, when he's fumbling the ball at the end? Did you think the crowd was thinking maybe this is the time?
Tough. The crowd's probably thinking it, but look, I trust that coaching. And I do like what they did with Trey in the red zone. They kept it simple.
A little of him, yeah.
Yeah, they kept it simple. They gave him zone reads. They got him outside the pocket so he knew where the defenders were. And, hey, look, you either run it in, throw a wide-open touchdown, or you throw it away, and we live to fight another day. So it was good to see him get his first touchdown.
Trey Lance and the Niners fall to 2-1. The team that's leading the NFC West was hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Should we get to that game? Should we go to another
little
NFC?
Party?
Let's go to it here. Buccaneers versus Rams. Jalen Ramsey before the game. Joe Buck explained that he's obsessed with mariachi bands. Okay. So here we are. There we go. Jalen Ramsey. There's Tom Brady before the game. First career NFL game in Los Angeles. We discussed this. He did play in a Rose Bowl or dressed for a Rose Bowl. Didn't throw a pass in that game.
Oh.
Anyway.
Let's get to this game?
It was the Brian Griese over Ryan Leaf game.
Of course.
Handoff to Chris Godwin. Very interesting playbook here from Tampa Bay, who could not get the running game going. Neither could the Rams, but guess what? They didn't need it. Cooper Kupp all over the field. Look at this catch here, Fred Kupp. Over his shoulder. Yeah!
I mean, this guy's thriving.
He's thriving, right?
Right.
Respect his game?
I love his game. With him, Sean, and Matt, it's spectacular.
Okay, but they weren't done here. Gio Bernard is like, we're not going to let this game go here. But Gio Bernard had a big game. Play here on the pass. He takes it for a distance. And now Brady, he joins Drew Brees as only the second player in NFL history with 80,000 passing yards. We will hear about what that entails for this weekend later in the show. Third quarter. Remember this guy? Not Stafford. They also brought this guy in, Deshaun Jackson, 34 years old, still finds a hole and still could be maybe the fastest player on that field. Here he goes. Little stutter step. Yep. Wow. The guy, safety falls down.
You like the route, Golden? Just run.
Is that what it is?
Never mind the route.
Speaking
What's that
of just
route?
running, this guy, he was running all day long. Brady then, all right, you still got a ball game. It's a one-score game. Buccaneers hanging around, and yet 3rd and 5. Look at Deshaun. Again, slips out. It wasn't just one play. It was two plays. And one-handed. He's very careless with the ball. He don't care. That's what he does. Deshaun Jackson moves it, flips it to the ref. Let's go. And 1st and goal. Shot clock on 0. Watch the route by Kupp. Boom, touchdown. 14-point game.
Did I hear you on the media last week saying that Cooper Kupp might be the best receiver in the NFL?
I think Cooper Kupp is the best receiver in the NFL.
That's a take.
We'll go into that one.
Did you watch the Packers game last night?
He was pretty good. Gronk incomplete. All right, what are we going to do? 4th and goal. Mike Evans, though, not happy. That was his helmet. I was open. Come on. I was open. 4th quarter. This game's getting away from the Buccaneers. And here we go. The pressure. Yeah. That's it. That's all she wrote. 17-point game. McVay and Stafford are not letting this one go. Aaron Donald finally gets a sack of Brady. First time in 4 games playing against him. They shake hands afterward. Is that an NFC Championship game preview? Or was the nightcap an NFC Championship game preview? There are a lot of good games and a lot of good teams yet to come in the NFC. Here's Tom Brady, the losing quarterback. What needs to happen for Tampa Bay to improve moving forward?
Obviously, the throwing needs to be better. All-around offense needs to be better, more production in the red area. Try to kick too many field goals. Need to be better on 3rd down. So we definitely had some opportunities to make some plays out there to help the team win, just didn't get it done.
5 teams remain unbeaten: the Rams, the Broncos, Raiders, Panthers, and the Cardinals. As we welcome in and say good morning to Ian Rappaport. Ian, we're going to get to some more highlights. The Chiefs fell. They lost another one yesterday. We got some concerning news about Andy Reid after the game. What's the latest with the Chiefs head coach?
Okay, a somewhat scary situation for Super Bowl winning head coach Andy Reid. Following the game, he felt ill, according to the team, and he left from the stadium in an ambulance. He was taken to University of Kansas Health System for further evaluation. Our reporter James Palmer reported earlier that players were told Andy Reid was going to be okay, saw the ambulance leave from the stadium to the hospital. As the team said in the statement last night, Andy Reid fell ill. He was evaluated by medical staff in the locker room. This was a precaution. He was then taken to the hospital for further evaluation. At the time of the announcement, he was resting and in stable condition. I talked to a source close to him last night who said at that time Reid was feeling dehydrated. He needs rest, and he should be fine. Obviously, we will have more information today as it comes and hope for the best for Andy Reid.
I'd like to think he's watching our show this morning, maybe getting some rest, catching up on some Z's, and we, of course, love him and are